Hey guys, we are gonna start today on construction of the National Weather Service office. So you can see I found some scalded stone. I have no idea how in the world that's even there, and that's pretty crazy too, is it falls when you place it. Yeah, considering how far below the surface this was from this wildfire that happened, it's very surprising to see that happened. So yeah, and we'll start taking the stone brick. And then we're going to bring this with us too. Okay, oh crap, I need 16 more white concrete. So yes, as I said in the video yesterday, I did have to go in to work, but it was okay. The thing that sucks about it though is I overslept, which I've been doing that a lot lately, and you know, thankfully everyone's been cool about it. It's just like, you know, I don't know what has gotten into me, if it's, you know, the switch to daylight savings time. I don't even want to throw that out there because then it sounds just like I'm making excuses, and that's not what I'm trying to do. Alright, I'm trying to be reliable because I'm a programmer now, but you know, stuff still happens, you know, and like I said, I'm not trying to make an excuse. Alright, I'm trying to eliminate the problem. So yeah. But today was alright. We have less than 90 troubles on the panel now, so those guys, they're doing so good. You know, we have a good crew working out there. You know, we got half of us on the fire alarm, and then the other half is doing the BDA. But we were all we were all working on the fire alarm today, because Bernie requires ERRC, and understandably so. There was one job that I did where I was surprised that they didn't require it, because the cell service was so bad out there. It was terrible. Oh man, why did I? Come on, man. Why did I do this so deep now? I was just gonna do it too high. But, of course, that didn't end up happening. Did it? So, yeah. That's how that's gonna be. Whatever. Whatever, man. Anyhow. Let's go ahead, take the stone cutter, and set that thing down. And we are going to start laying out some stone bricks. I'll do it around the outside, and then I'll do slabs for the rest. Except right here. Okay. And, okay. Whoopsie, I did not mean to do that. Crap. Yeah, I just realized I will never use all of these up. Not here, anyway. Oh, that really messed with my plans. Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible. Okay. Now how do we want to get out of here? I'm thinking do is we're gonna do it this way. So we go up here. And then we'll kind of oh crap. Not mean to do that. What we'll do a little bit of we'll do a little kind of little thing like a this, just like that. That is the basement, and we're gonna build this out of a different material. We're gonna make it kind of look like stucco, which I think sandstone might be the best way to do that. That might be the best way to accomplish that look. But yeah. So I did a live stream earlier today, and it did not go well. It was very laggy, and I decided to go and do a raid at a village that's really far that way. Yeah, I named that Bee Cave because there's a beehive over there, and Bee Cave is yet another suburb of the city of Austin. So, yeah, I know a lot of the cities around here. I couldn't tell you every single one, and I certainly, oh crap, I also said I was going to do deep slate tiles for the floor of that place. Whatever. Whatever. But, yeah, like I was saying, I couldn't name like every single city within, 2 hours of where I live, but I can name quite a few of them. I mean, I might not be able to tell you where they are, but I might be able to tell you where they are, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Um, what do I want to do for the walls of that place? Because I don't have a whole lot of sandstone. I've got cobblestone. But I feel like if I used cobblestone, it would just make it look like one of those really old, like, Chevron gas stations. I got bricks, which, yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose we could do a face that's bricks. I don't want to do it all in just stone bricks. That gets very boring, my opinion. Um, well, we gotta come up with something on the fly because time is a ticking, time is a wasting. So we'll go with bricks. And we're going to go and dig up some clay. I may end up leveling this just because, but for now, what I'm going to do... oh crap! That scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this for the front of the building. Alright, so let's go dig up some more clay. Come on. Don't be digging dirt. That ain't what we're after. We've got enough dirt to last a lifetime in that one chest. Don't be mining no dirt now. Don't be mining dirt. You shouldn't be mining dirt. You should just be digging dirt. If you're doing really anything to pull it up. Okay. Okay, let me chill out. But yeah, I did a little bit of programming today. Um, I have quite a few things that I'm going to need to get fixed, like my water flow AV. I'm gonna need to fix that because for whatever reason, it's going on general alarm, but I don't have it coded to do that. And whenever it stops, it still does the march time, but it like fades. It's like ding 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 ding. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like I ran into that problem at one other place, and I do remember I had to call tech support for that too. So I'm gonna look at that program, see what I did for that, and apply it. So yeah. Because that is very annoying. That was actually something my project manager pointed out to me. Um, I was just like, oh my god. You're seriously? That's happening again? But yeah. You know, that's life for you sometimes. You got to figure out the programming and I mean, I've been through the small autocall training, so like I am technically qualified, you know. Just because I'm not certified in 4100 doesn't mean that I'm unqualified. I absolutely am. You know, it's just like the little panel, but there's a lot more, there's a lot more utilization that can be done. Get out of the water. You look like an idiot. Okay. Honestly, I don't think we needed that many. Oh wow, this ground is still pretty cold. Yeah, you just saw the last of the snow fest fading away, and that clearly did nothing. Yeah, I got a dog, as you can see. I believe that's what is that, the husky or something like that? No, no, it's a German Shepherd. I believe it's a German Shepherd. I'm still thinking I want to do like a stucco, kind of like a tilt wall sort of look. There are a couple ways to accomplish that. Oh yeah, I just remembered I still have a metric crap load of sand. Yes. So, yeah. Weather forecast, temperature 43 degrees. There was one time I clicked on this and it said 127. I was just like, geez, is that because of the furnace? So I moved it upstairs and it literally only went down like 7 degrees or something like that. It was ridiculous. Okay. I need somewhere to put those. So the WSR 88D core, that is for the weather radar. But yeah, in my live stream earlier today, I actually raged and ended up just cutting the stream off because it was so laggy. So yeah, I was not happy. And then for the ceiling in here, 100% I'm definitely going to do a grid ceiling. I'm going to try and do that just because I like the look of it. I like the look of grid ceilings. You can see I got a ton of steak. I've got a ton of it. Just from that huge killing spree that I went on. Well, I went on another one. But, yeah. And, man, raids have just gotten... They've gotten so bad. Like, they're not even fun anymore. Like, you used to be able to get a lot of emeralds out of them, and... You know, like, none of them could go into the houses. But now they can. So I'm just like, oh, yeah, that was a good move. That was a great move. Because that was a good idea. So, yeah. Okay. Do a little bit of that. We're going to make some of these into stairs. I wish they would do, like, you know, how you could do with, I really wish they would make it so that, like, you didn't waste an entire block making, you know, stairs. Like, maybe you could save, like, a part of, you know, what you just used for, you know, like, doing another block. You know what I mean? You know, kind of like in math, how you can carry the 1 and stuff like that. No? Okay. Just a thought. Okay. And then I'm going to do like a flat roof. And how I'm going to do the grid ceiling, I am not so sure. I'm thinking probably sandstone like I did in my house. Just looking through all the blocks here. There is a copper. I could use something copper clad. But yeah, I could use a quartz pillar, but those are expensive and I don't feel like going mining in the nether. Yeah, I think I'll just do cut sandstone for the yeah, because that's not very desirable. That does not look very desirable. So, yeah, we'll cut some of this stuff up. And we'll use that for the ceiling. And then right above it, we'll do slabs for the roof. But yeah, let's get the rest of the perimeter built first. So I'm gonna go smelt all of this stuff. And I also need windows. I need some glass. So we'll go and get some glass. Honestly, I don't need any more bricks. So let's get the smooth sandstone. Okay, I need to get a good count of how much coal I have left everywhere. Okay, let's do that. We can put those away. Wow, we actually ended with more than we started with. That's funny. Sorry about that. I just sneezed into the microphone. I bet that was so freaking loud. I'll probably cut that part out. No, we're going to use a reinforced glass. Oh, crap. Haha. I know I gotta keep you guys on your toes. I know that scared you guys. You're like, oh no. Oh, sending F. Whoa, whoa, oh, okay. Yeah, okay, never mind. He can pick it up. So yeah, we're gonna do that kind of thing. Yeah, I like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, allergies have been killing me for the last 3 months. Like literally, I have to kind of like sit up, almost like sit up when I'm in bed, because if I lean back too far, my nose just closes and it's impossible to breathe. It absolutely sucks. But yeah, so onward. I do have to go in tomorrow, so I'm gonna try not to stay on here too long. I'm not sure if I said that earlier, but yeah. Whoopsie. Not mean to do that. And normally where I would just like, put the floor blocks here and do slabs and then do the wall here, um, stuff can still get through, like, that little gap, like where these two blocks are like almost touching, they're not touching, so there is a gap there. So, no, I'm kidding. It's just I take tornado safety very seriously. No, I'm just messing with you guys. Um, yeah, I'm just changing up my methods for building, to act like I know what I'm doing and know what I'm talking about. Um, it gives a sense of reality that I actually kind of like. I like having that sense of realness. Okay, so let me see. I don't think I have an EAS block yet. Let's go ahead and go to here. We're gonna need we'll get the SBC station. It's gonna be blocks of iron, blocks of redstone, a clock, gold ingots. The EAS block is iron, redstone, and glass. We can get the EAS transmitter too. That's a very, very easy recipe. Radar range upgrade module. We're not going to be really using that, I don't think. But yeah. And then we're going to put the radar above ground. I know it might not be the best idea, but that's just what we're going to do. Okay. So I need to put a lot of this stuff away. So like I've got bricks, I've got blocks, just everything under the freaking darn sun. Alright, like I've got, yeah, I'm gonna need to get even more barrels. Like, look at this, all this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. Okay, so, onward. We're gonna need blocks of iron, blocks of redstone, and gold. And in order to make a clock, that's how you make a clock right there. And then right there, we got our SPC station. And we'll probably also do a National Hurricane Center one. We'll do that module. Yeah, the cyclone block, which will be iron, glass, redstone, and a compass. Which, oh, come on. Wow, that was just fantastic. Okay. And then next, we have the EAS block. All right, EAS. Alrighty. Anything else that we might need? We'll get the, yeah, we can do the damage surveyor too. That one, that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun, actually. Outlook receiver. Oh, yes. Okay. So that's just gold nuggets, redstone, iron, and copper. So redstone, iron, copper. Okay, what was it actually? No, not that. What were we looking for? We were, oh yeah, the Outlook receiver. Oh, it's only two. It's only two of the things. Alright, and then I will show y'all how to set this stuff up as well. We're going to, well, first we're going to sleep. Oh, hold on. This music wants to be free. It's kind of funny how back in the day, Mike7493 or Minecraft Mike, he was calling this the nostalgic Minecraft music. It's even more nostalgic now because, like, you know, it's the same music from when the game was first released. I'm pretty sure, anyway. But, yeah. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then... and 1, 2. Okay. Whoa, what? That's only... oh, that's only 7 blocks. Okay. So I'll just need 10 more. Alright. Which I do not have any of them with me. Okay. 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 I'm going to use this to make 2 more. And I'm going to go ahead and put this away. And I'll probably need to make more glass. So... Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take this out of here. Oh, geez, I already had 3 glass. Okay, so I only need 3. Ugh, you're killing me, man. I just wasted that coal. Do I have anything that I can smelt? Well, I guess as soon as this is done, I'll throw this stone in here. Just because it never hurts to have smooth stone. Okay. Sand. Throw that there. And crap, I don't have my stone cutter. I keep forgetting I don't have my stone cutter here. Okay. And... oh man, that was so close to actually making it. But it just didn't. That's so sad. No. Okay. Alright, head back over there. And, oh, I need a piece of obsidian. And that doesn't really make sense how 6 actually makes 16. That's never really made sense to me. It would make sense if 4 did. And somehow I still ended up with 2 extra blocks. I guess we'll just do that. We'll just do that. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And we'll go ahead and do the ceiling, and then we'll do the roof. How about that? Which I seriously doubt this is going to be enough to do the entire ceiling. Okay, so I need 20 more. And then right here, I don't know what I'm going to do right here. I honestly have no clue. Oh, you know what? I will put the equipment. The equipment will go here. Actually. Okay, so I'm going to put the EAS block right there. I'll put the SPC station right there. the National Hurricane Center. Actually, no. How do I want to do this? Because I'm wanting to have another weather station to have adjacent to the EAS block. I'll probably just like stack it right here. That's probably what I'll do. I didn't close the door. Yikes. Okay, so weather station. Right there. Blue dye, anemometer, tornado sensor, redstone, copper, iron. Okay, so anemometer. We're going to need a tornado sensor, which... Oh, yeah. Wait, no, because I had two. What could I have used the other one for? That I have no idea. Okay. Well, I should probably calm down and, you know, like, analyze the contents of each chest instead of just, like, doing a bunch of that. Alright, that's fine. I'll just have to make another one. So tornado sensor. Oh yeah, it's redstone torches, ingots, redstone, and iron. Crap. Oh my god, come on. Give me this crap. Okay, so tornado sensor, and then... Okay, so here we go. Blue dye, anemometer, sensor, ingot, redstone. Or no, is it, maybe this is it? Yeah, there we go. Alright, but before we go back up, we'll sleep. Look at that. The first rain of the season. I'm not sure what day it is in relation to the mod. But, yeah, it's raining. Wow, soil moisture is incredibly low. Okay, so I don't even know if I'll be able to... Oh, yeah, it'll let me. So we'll do EAS add on town. Let me see. What, set mayor? We'll do set NWS. We're going to do... This is going to be West Lake. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll just have to do Westlake Hills and true. Town not... Come on, man! Okay. Set NW... Oh, because I have to create the town first. Okay, so I have to do PMWeather... block... No. It's going to be... Okay, you know what? Hold on. I need to... I believe I need to do that. So I need to do PM weather. Yeah, that's so stupid. Aim to player? No, that's not what we want. Okay. Let's do EAS add on town. Right, create. That's what I did wrong. It's going to be West. Whoopsie. Come on now. It's gonna be Westlake Hills. The radius. This is gonna be a pretty small town. We'll just do. We'll do like 1,000. You know, right at this location. All right. Town has been created. And then we're going to do EAS add-on. And it's going to be town. Set mayor, Westlake Hills. At Grayish Valley. And then we're going to do EAS add-on. Town. Set NWS, Westlake Hills. True. Westlake Hills is now a National Weather Service office. That's awesome. Ooh. Alrighty. And so now we got the Storm Prediction Center, which works. Jurisdiction is 1,003 blocks. National Hurricane Center right there. Not working. Let's do an auto day 1. And then now we can take our Outlook receiver and SBC station to subscribe to. We're going to do Westlake Hills because that's the only one that we got. So if we can find a bunch of, like, you know, fun little things and name towns after them. And they'll all be after, like, you know, Austin based cities. Like there's Marble Falls, which is, well, no, that's not exactly close to Austin. I think that's like an hour from Austin. I think, yeah, because that's in Burnett County. Austin is in Travis County. Alright. But yeah, cool. We got our Outlook receiver. Let's go. Whoopsie. Yeah, I forgot I left that door open. Let's go down here. Whoa. Come on, elevator. Okay. And now... go over here. We're going to finish doing this ceiling because I really don't want the equipment to get rained on. Okay, I know it doesn't matter in Minecraft, but I like to have that effect of it being real, you know? You know? Come on, man. Okay. right here. What am I going to do for the ceiling right here? That's a good question. That is a fabulous question, in fact. But is that a squall? No. Yeah, that's a pretty impressive squall. But for whatever reason, it's moving northwest. Freaking weirdo. Okay. So, right here, we can... This will allow us... Whoopsie, clear that. This will allow us right here to draw... This will allow us to draw polygons and stuff like that. Hey, okay. So yeah, that's the moderate. Finish that one. Actually, no. Yeah. Gonna leave it like that. And you don't have to follow it exactly because, you know, like it's, you know, anything can happen within 25 miles of a point on any of these maps. So, like, even if it shows, like, you know, if this is 25 miles away from here, you know, that is, this is accurate, like, within 25 miles, it can still happen outside of it. I've seen it happen. And then thunderstorm. Okay. Save and issue. So it looks like we are already looking at a moderate risk. Whoa. Not meaning to do that. Okay. So that's the... Yeah, that's the day one. Towns, storms, snap, clear, BG. And I can't read what this says down here. I know one says save an issue. The other says... I cannot tell what it says. Oh my gosh. So freaking annoying, man. Let's clear. Okay, cancel. Thank you. So yeah, I guess this really doesn't do much good unless you're on a server or something. But yeah. Yeah, where like if you've got someone that's constantly at the office, issuing those outlooks as the days progress. I don't like that you can't have spaces between the words, but whatever, I guess. Excuse that. I guess that's whatever. So do some more work over here. Generating day one outlook. This may take a moment. Looks like the same exact one Okay, so let's do auto day 1 again. Still the same one from yesterday. Okay. How? This literally makes no sense. Oh, auto day 2. That's right. And then auto day 3. This may take a moment. Okay, come on, man. Yeah, and it doesn't tell you, like, when those outlooks are ready, you know? Like, come on, man. But, whatever. Whatever, I guess. Anyway, I do believe that is going to be it for this one. I have some things I need to do before I go to bed, and then I am going to be driving back to Bernie tomorrow. Probably going to be doing quite a bit of programming. And figuring out what I need to fix, and figuring out what I can and can't fix, so I can determine exactly what I will need to call tech support for come Monday. So, anyway, looks like we will probably have no storms here, so I don't even know why it had me issue that freaking Outlook. So, yeah, that thing over there is kind of misleading. But yeah, I'll need to figure out more about it. And if anyone wants to leave feedback, letting me know more about the Outlook thing and like how to get them on here and see if like, there's a way to automate them so I don't have to go and issue each one. That'd be very helpful. But yeah, you can see we got that. We don't have really anything going on. But yeah, like I said, this is something I'll just need to mess with. No, I'll do it off camera too. But yeah, National Hurricane Center. You definitely want to have, a combination of these blocks attached to your EAS block, so you can send out those signals. And we'll go ahead and make an EAS receiver. I don't know why they call it a transmitter, because it doesn't transmit. It only receives. So in order to do that, we're going to need iron, we're going to need redstone, and we're just going to need a stick. Which doesn't really make sense. You don't make an antenna with a wood stick. Whoops. Oh, man. What? Come on, man. Oh, I was so close. Alright. So then I need to take this, and it needs to be bound to the EAS block in order to receive the warnings. So, and as you can see, it's got that green at the bottom. That means that it is live. It means it is live and it is active. Whoopsie, I just broke the wall. Okay. How did I have another piece of iron? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Okay, that cannot be bound. That cannot be bound. That cannot be bound. Yeah, it doesn't look like these blocks can be bound to the EAS block. Oh. Okay, day 1 outlook generated, highest risk none. Good to know. Okay, so we'll draw the day 1. We'll save an issue. Day 3 outlook generated, highest risk none. Oh, did it automatically do it? Because okay, yeah, that's not right at all. What in the world? How did the jurisdiction area go down? Maybe because I moved it? That's weird. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, we will save and issue that. We'll go ahead and yeah. No. Come on, man. Yeah, undo that. That's Thunderstorm. Finish that polygon. Save and issue that. We'll draw the day 3. Nothing there. Save and issue. Usually it takes a little bit of time from what I'm seeing. Got a lot of wind. But anyway, that is going to end off this episode. We'll mess with this stuff a little more later, and hopefully we'll see some storms here soon. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all real soon.